meeting at the 2012 Crossroads Film Festival here in Jackson, Mississippi. Very happy to be sitting down with David Rae Morris. Now let's hear it. What has your experience been like, Crossroads 2012?
Exhausting. It's been, there have been a lot of really great films, and I think I've probably seen 15 or 20 at this point. And they mostly short films, because I had two pieces that were in short documentary.
And which were those?
Well, the first was a trailer that I did for a film I'm doing on my father's hometown of Yazoo City, Mississippi, called Yazoo Revisited. My father was the writer, Willie Morris, from Yazoo City, and he wrote very lovingly and honestly about growing up in the South in the 40s and 50s, and I decided that it was time to revisit some of his work and go back and re-interview some people that he had interviewed 40 or 50 years ago. And so I had a little trailer that I put together that they were nice enough to show. And then I had a piece in the Barefoot Workshops program, a film called Drawing on a Dream, about Duff Dura, legendary artist, guitarist, leader of the band The Tangents from the 80s, from Rubel, Mississippi. And so it's been a great experience, but I'm tired.
Yeah, I can imagine. There's been so much going on, workshops, we've had live music, we've just hours and hours of screening. I've really enjoyed that film, Drawing on a Dream, and it took me a little while. I was like, I know this guy. Where have I seen him? And it took me until we got to the shots of Thacker Mountain Radio Show in Oxford, Mississippi. And there it is. There's that guy.
Duff is a great guy. I've known him for 30 years. I was much closer to Charlie Jacobs, who was the sax player for the Tangents, and Fish Mickey, who was the keyboard player. So I knew about Duff. We knew each other in passing, but it wasn't until I got to the Barefoot Workshops last September, and Susan Allen Dobbs, who works for the Mississippi Arts Commission, bounced in and said, I'm going to do this film on Duff Dura. And I said, I know Duff. And she said, well, come on, you got to be my partner. And I sort of resisted for a little bit, and then I decided, okay. And I went down, and Duff and I had a nice, got to see each other again for a while, and hang out with him for a couple of weeks. And I think we did do a nice little piece on him.
Yeah. And so, did you make that with that woman?
With that woman.
With that woman. What's her name?
Susan Allen Dobbs.
Oh, sorry. So y'all.
So it was actually her idea, and she just persuaded me to work with her on it.
And to edit and do all the hard work.
we did it together. We were a good team. We worked together really well. And,
great.
And I learned a lot about filmmaking, and it's fun. So now I'm actually a paid filmmaker. I'm working on another film about the 50th anniversary of James Meredith's admission to the University of Mississippi for Mississippi Public Broadcasting. And
wow, that's
I'm
great.
actually being paid. I'm standing to make more money this year than I did last year on photography. So, because I've basically been a still photographer for 30 years.
Well, what has that transition been like? Because I know I got really excited about photo, and then it just seems like a natural progression, and getting into film.
It was very exciting working on the Duff piece, because I got to do a lot of hands-on camera work, and a lot of people said, I can really see the photographer coming out in some of your cinematography. And with the Yazoo projects, it's been more. I've been safer. I've been hiring crews and letting them do all the.
Gotcha.
And mostly so far, it's just been interviews and talking heads.
Gotcha. So is that something that you would want to pursue more, all the cinematography, stuff like that, or are you want to go more for the whole storyteller?
Well, I would like to be the whole storyteller. I've sort of, like I said, been playing a little safer on the Yazoo, and Meredith too, because MPB is providing the crews. But I'd like to get, jump out and get back in to do more hands-on stuff.
Well, I definitely know that we would. I'm sure it's very exciting for Mississippians, because it seems like everybody through school at least has read a little bit of Willie Morris, and somebody that we all know at least a little bit.
And of course, we all cried at My Dog Skip, didn't we?
I can't watch that movie. I still cry every time at the end.
I had to go to 4 premieres, and I cried in a different place every time I saw it.
Wow,
So,
that was really a powerful film. I really enjoyed that.
And of course, he had just passed when the movie came out, 5 months earlier, and so he did get to see it.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
You got to see an early screening of it. So.
Cool.
Some people call me the doctor, And I was 35 before I realized that my initials were DR, and that's why they were. That's a true story. That, you know, hey, the doctor. And then somebody said, "Oh, that's cool. Your initials are DR, doctor." I'm like, huh?
Yeah,
Is that why people been calling me?
Lessons take the longest.
Called me doctor since I was 18. I didn't realize it.
Just thought that you looked really smart.